Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Yeah? Let's get started. My name is Little Miss Lemon. Of course, that's not actually my name, because that would be a really weird name for my parents to give me. You can also call me Lulu, I guess, because that's what everybody else calls me. Ooh, some of the drawing is out of the frame. That's a beginner mistake, but that makes sense because I'm a beginner. Also, sorry for the bad audio quality. I am recording this outside while I'm walking my dog, so if you hear panting, that's me, because I'm walking uphill, and if you hear barking, that's also me, because I'm trying to communicate with my dog and tell her to stop peeing on the neighbor's lawn, because he'll yell at us. So if you hear yelling, that's my neighbor. Also, you can't really see, half of my drawing, because my hand is covering half, and my shadow is covering the rest. But right now, I'm drawing the legs, or hands? Are they all legs, or do they have one set of legs, one set of hands? This is confusing. I didn't really get a high grade in biology, but that's fine, because I got an A in art class, and art is just so important. Okay, erasing that. Erasing. Yeah, I didn't like that mouth anyway. Wow, this is taking a really long time. Okay, finally. Drawing a wider mouth for maximum derpiness. And now I'm drawing the nostrils. Time to draw the eyes. Yeah, the eyes. Nope, that is not the eye. That is the eyebrow, eye ridge, eye socket. Okay, those are the eyes. Yeah, I'm drawing a frog. In case you couldn't tell already, it is a frog, but it's not a frog. You're gonna see. It's a frog with, nope, it's not a crown. Well, I mean, it is a crown, but it is leaves as well, because this is not just any frog. This is a tomato frog, and he is the king of all of the fruit frogs, of which there is only him, because his kingdom has not been created yet. We can do that in another video or something, because hopefully this will not be the only video, because that would be embarrassing. Now we have the basic sketch. I think it looks pretty good. Let's add some details, or erase that leg. Well, you can't really see the part that I didn't like, because, half of the drawing is out of frame. Adding some spots, because it's a frog, and sometimes frogs have spots, I guess. But yeah, adding a lighter ventral side. Well, you can't see that it's lighter because it's not colored in, but it will be colored in. Yeah. Adding some more detail that you can't see, because half of the drawing is out of the frame. My bad. Sorry. Okay, erasing. Don't worry, I'm not erasing everything. I'm not restarting. I'm just erasing to make it lighter when I add pen. I love pens. I think inking is my favorite part. It just looks so juicy, edible. I would eat that pen if I could. I mean, anything is edible once, so, I could try, but that doesn't seem like a good idea. Nope, not a good idea. Okay, my dog is rolling around in the grass. That's cute, adorable. What a good dog, I think. At least he's not rolling around in my neighbor's yard. Wow, this is really taking forever. I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking about you. I wasn't thinking. I don't think when I draw. Okay, we're rotating. That's fun, right? Okay, I think I'll just, edit some of this out, and then I'll bring you guys back when I'm done inking or something, because this is taking a while. Oh my god, finally, we're done. I already picked out the colors I'm going to use, and that is the finished ink job. Pretty cool, right? Okay, I am starting with the tomato leaf crown thing. Honestly, I don't really like the vine on it, so I might just, remove that in, the finished project. You'll see the finished project because it's actually going to be digital. This is just, the first draft, so I can figure out the colors and stuff, which is so important. Okay, that's taking a while. Ooh, hi, dog. Hi, dog. Do you want to say hi, dog? I'm not sure if you can hear her. She's pretty quiet, but she's wagging her tail right now and sniffing my phone. And now she's sitting down, so I think I'm going to sit down too. It's pretty nice out today for Washington. That's probably because it's summer now, but it's usually really rainy and damp. But the ground actually feels dry right now. Oh, finally, you're done, right? You're done. Nope, you're not done. Okay, I think I'll do the same thing that I did when I edited some parts out and brought you back when the drawing is finished. So I think I'll bring you back when it's time to do the digital art. Oh my god, it's magic. We're on digital now. This is the app Procreate. I'm not sponsored because I have no subscribers and I'm literally no one. But it's a really great app, and if you like digital art, I highly recommend downloading it because it's super easy, very intuitive, and just a lot of fun. Okay, just had some texts that I had to respond to, so I'm back. I'm changing the shape of the crown so it looks a bit more like a crown because remember, he is the king of the fruit frogs, the frugs, the frots. You know what? It's a working title. I'm going to figure something out. Okay. Layers. Boy, this is taking a while. I keep saying that, but it's because it really is. Wow. And I love how you can just copy paste certain areas. It just makes drawing so easy. But also, I've gotten into the habit of double tapping my piece of paper when I'm drawing traditionally and trying to zoom in on my sketchbooks, which obviously doesn't work because it's not an iPad. You know, you probably don't know. You probably don't do that. Also, that is a loud bird. 2 loud birds. Sorry if you heard that. But again, I'm recording this outside because my family will ask questions that I don't want to answer because I am embarrassed of my hobbies. Yeah. Okay, waving my magical wand. I'm going to bring you back when the line art is done. Goodbye. See you later. Okay, we're back. Now I think I'm figuring out the color palette, maybe? Hopefully? Which I already did, so I'm just, tapping really hard on the page and then making that sphere pop up, which is, super useful. I think it's called, color drop, or at least that's what it's called in Ibis Paint, I think, which is what I used to use, which is still, a really good app. I highly recommend it if you don't have money to throw at your art hobbies, because Procreate does cost money, unfortunately. I bought it a few years ago, so I don't remember how much it costs, but I think it's pretty affordable. Okay, finally, adding color. This is my favorite part. It's gonna look so good. It's so good. It really looks like a tomato. I could just take a bite out of this frog, put some salt on it. You know, it really strikes me as strange that although tomato is a fruit, people don't just, like, eat tomatoes whole. I mean, like, people eat cherry tomatoes, but that's just because they're, like, a lot sweeter. But sometimes I'll just take a big old Roma tomato and then put some salt on it, and then just take a bite, then you put more salt on it, then you take another bite, because salted tomatoes really taste super good. Sorry, the audio kind of sort of cut out, probably because I'm recording this on my phone while I'm outside walking my dog. Well, actually, I'm not walking right now. I'm just, like, sitting down on the ground on the side of the road. You know, we don't get a lot of cars here, so it's, like, totally safe. But I guess it is a bit unorthodox of behavior. Unorthodox, that's a big word. We learned that in English class. Okay, my dog is pulling my hand and it's pulling my phone away. Okay, dog. Hi, dog. I would love to tell you my dog's name. However, I'm trying to respect her privacy because I don't know why. I mean, it just feels wrong to tell you my dog's name. But I do have a dog. I have a lot of pets, actually. I have 6 cats, 6 fish, 6 shrimp, 4 bugs. We have more fish in, like, the bathtub. But it's not what you think. We have, like, a greenhouse outside full of plants. And we have a bathtub in that greenhouse. And we just have fish in that bathtub. Goldfish. There's, like, this really huge one. It's, like, as big as my hand. And it's just really big. So I'm currently just, like, coloring in the feet and stuff. Getting back on track. Sorry about my little tangent into my pets. But yeah. Wow. That I'm blending, so it's taking a while. Okay. Finally done with that foot, I think. Now we have 3 more. Okay, I think I'll bring you back when the coloring is done. And you can be like, hurrah, it's so cool. Wow, that's a great drawing of a tomato frog. Okay, yeah. I'm almost done coloring. Now I'm back inside with one of my cats, the orange fluffy one. Hi, sweetie. Can you hear her? She's purring pretty loudly right now. Yeah, I think she's trying to chew on my phone cord. Just strung on some dots. You know, hard labor. Okay, that's a dot. Or is it a spot? I feel like there's a difference between spots and dots. Like, a spot can be an unusual shape, but a dot is perfectly circular. Yeah. Spot versus dot. Oh, my cat is so distracting. Like, as much as I really, really, really want to just play with her right now, I'm also really excited about getting this first video out, maybe. So I'm going to press on. Literally press on, because I'm currently pressing the record button right now. And when I lift my finger up off the button, it stops recording. So, yeah, pressing on. Funny. Now, what else can I talk about? Can I talk about my 6 cats? Yeah, I mean, I have 1 cat right here. I'm not going to tell you their names, though, because I want to protect their privacy. But I have the orange fluffy one here. She is a she. The recording cut out again because my phone fell asleep. But She is my favorite cat. We are literally best friends. She's so fluffy. She has such a fluffy tail, and it's, like, pretty short. My mom calls her a cartoon cat because she thinks that she looks like Garfield, but she doesn't. She's not a cartoon cat. She's a gorgeous little girl. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, she's chewing on my phone cord. Don't do that. I love you, honey, but don't do that. Oh, what a cute cat. Speaking of cats, there is another one who just entered the room. The white one with gray splotches. You know, splotches is another good word for what I'm doing right now. I feel like these count as splotches, but they also count as spots. See, they are synonyms. Or cinnamons, or whatever you call it, I guess. Yeah, I wasn't a very good English student either. But I was a good art student. So, yeah. In your face, society. Just gazing lovingly at that frog. Okay, finally doing something. Because it was really missing something. Yeah, you might not be able to see, but I'm adding a bunch of tiny, lighter colored dots. It really doesn't make much difference, but it makes a huge difference to me. Because I care. I do care. Yeah. Okay, now I promise I'll only be talking for like 4-5-ish more minutes. So please bear with me until then, because I know we both want to see the finished product, even though I've already seen it and I'm looking at it right now. But please just stay, even though I'm taking a really long time. I would just appreciate it. I would appreciate the support as well. You should totally like this video and subscribe to see more videos just like this one, because in the next video we'll be making another fruit frog, this time in pink, because we're following the colors of the rainbow. And no, I do not care that pink is not officially a part of the rainbow, because in the rainbow of my heart, pink comes right after red, and I feel like that is very important to know. Okay, it's been like an hour-ish. I did some gardening and I made lunch. That was nice, I guess. Sorry about that little burp. Sorry about that bigger burp. I made pizza, and I had a cup of juice as well. Oh, hi, cat. It's the orange cat again. And the white cat is currently sitting on my bed, like 3 feet away from me, because I'm recording this at my desk now. My family is not here. They are doing something fun without me. But, like, it's kind of my fault, because, like, I chose to stay here so that I could do this. So, yeah, I guess. My water bottle is empty. I am thirsty. I can get some water after I finish this. It's only like 2 more minutes. So, yeah, I'm just finishing the line coloring, making sure that everything is cohesive instead of just boring blackness. And I want to keep the eyes black and the mouth, so I'm just, like, doing that now. Sorry that I'm just, like, jumping from, like, art to unrelated stuff, back to art. Let's talk about more unrelated stuff. It started raining. You probably can't hear it, but it is raining. Very characteristic of Washington, because that's where I live. I live in Washington State in the United States, which you could probably tell because of my accent. It's Pacific Northwest-esque-ish, kind of. Okay, just like 1 more minute and 47 seconds. Oh yeah, I forgot to like color in the eyes, so I'm just like doing that now. I think it looks a lot better with this like orangey yellow color. It looks a lot more like a frog. I think it's very tomato-like. Sort of like those orange little cherry tomatoes. I love those. Those are so good. Is he done? Is he not done? Honestly, he looks like pretty done. But of course he's not done, because I have to add eye highlights. Because, like, I just love adding highlights to the eyes. They just look so cute and squishy. Like, I just want to squish his little eyeballs like stress balls. Which, of course, would be bad, because that would probably hurt a lot. Kepner! Crap, I said my cat's name. She was being a bad cat, again. But, yeah, this is my cat. Okay, now she's back to chewing on my phone cord, which is slightly more acceptable. Okay, we're approaching the end. Please like and subscribe. Please, I'm begging you. Bye.